All right, welcome everyone to Vecna Eva Bruin, Chapter 6, Episode 3. We have David joining us this week. David, what is your character's name and what do they look like?
My character's name is Boris Nightbreeze.
Boris?
Boris Nightbreeze. He is a half-elf rogue ranger. Tall. He's got blonde hair. He lost one eye, so he has an eye patch. But he is also accompanied by a giant ape animal companion named DK.
All right. I'll allow it for now, at least. Yeah.
He's usually in tow, but
we'll see if we end up. Is your Drake's not out right now, is it? Okay, yeah. So, and we also have another ranger at the table, so we have quite the menagerie going.
Right.
But we are outside now. Somewhat.
You are somewhat outside now, so but you're about to go into a tower fight, so maybe not. So let's see, Boris.
Yes.
You found an old help wanted posting in a bar that said that there was a group that was looking for help with investigating a graveyard.
Okay.
You attempted to track this group down to join them. You found out they'd already performed this quest, but they'd gone on to become famous heroes in the land and sounded like an interesting group to maybe meet and do some stuff with. So, with a little bit of help from some magical friends, you managed to find out that they were currently based on Sigil, the center of all the planes in the multiverse in D&D. And arrived at a innocuous doorway and gave it a knock. There, standing before you when she opens the door, is an especially beautiful, very obvious witch. Yes, how may I help you?
What? I came across the posting, and I have some skills and some traits that may be beneficial to your want.
So, are you on the side of good or evil, my friend?
I am on the side that benefits my pocket.
Ah, very good. Mercenary. Well, for 1,000 gold, I will send you to join a band of adventurers that is attempting to find an ancient artifact in a land of dragons known as Kryn that hopefully will help them stop an ancient god of secrets and famous arch-lich known as Vecna. Wish you to risk your very life and limb on such a quest?
No. You had me at 1,000 gold.
I thought I might. Quick, come through here. They're already traveled quite some time. They've been gone for about 12 hours at this point. And you can work to catch them up as quickly as you can. This is a selection, by the way, of magical items that you can use in order to make your quest more powerful. Don't worry if you lose it. It'll always come back here, no matter where you try to take it after the dawn.
Interesting.
So, yes, choose your item, go through the portal, and here's a quick map that I've scried of where they are. And she hands you a map and motions to a swirling portal that is right there in the middle of a parlor and a magical library and a workspace that is obviously inhabited by more than one powerful wizard. You rush along and follow the map?
Yeah.
Okay. You're a ranger. Give me a survival check.
That's a 10.
That's a 10?
That's a 10.
All right.
That almost slipped out of my hand, but that's a 10.
It normally would take somebody with your level of expertise maybe a couple of hours to make this journey, but in your case, it takes about 4. So you will be arriving
I stopped and smelled
just
some roses.
coincidentally at now for the rest of the party.
It's fine. We got distracted by goats.
You come upon an ancient set of 3 towers, one red, one black, one white. The white one is partially destroyed. You see a bunch of... You guys never killed the guards, did you?
No, we did not kill the guards.
Roll me 3 d20s.
I wanted
3 d20s?
Yeah,
Guards
just tell
at
me the
the
numbers one at
door?
a time. So you can run
Guards at the
roll
door?
1 3 times.
All right.
We killed the guards at the door, didn't we?
one black.
Yeah, but
8.
then we had to get into a fight with
the people
them.
up top
8.
doing the
Come
thing
on.
hear it, and
And a 3.
in the big B fight.
When we opened the door, it made a lot of noise.
You take, as you fight your way through a set of guards, they're mostly thugs and hooligans and a few veteran fighters. You take 12, so 24 plus 17 additional points of damage. So,
17?
yeah, you're down
41.
41. Yeah, you didn't do great in that fight,
41
but you made it
points
through.
of damage
Yeah.
or 17 points of damage?
41 total.
Don't feel bad. We're all a little damaged.
Yep, gotta get you down to the level.
More than a little for
I'm
me.
down to 2/3 of my health, so you're not far off from where I am.
You also
I'm not
notice
doing
as you're
well.
coming upon these towers that at the top level of the 2 standing towers and where the top level of the white one would be, there appears to be what looks like moonlight, but it seems to be solid. And you can barely... What's your passive perception?
I passed it, 22.
22. Okay, yeah. With a 22, you're able to perceive the outline of somebody on top of what appears to be a solid layer of moonlight on a disc in the middle, doing some sort of incantation. This is about 100 feet up, by the way. But you also notice across the... oh no, you're a draconic, or there is a draconic spirit that, as you notice the draconic spirit, it winks out. So it's not there anymore. It may come back later, we'll see. But for the rest of you guys, you notice the sound of somebody fighting their way through.
Aren't we in the middle of a fight?
No, I don't notice anything. I'm in the back of the tower.
Oh yeah, you're in the back of the tower. You don't hear anything. Ikari doesn't hear anything.
Of course I don't.
Lilahip is the one that hears things because A, she's got a passive perception of 27, and B, she's actually standing at the door still.
Yes.
Tormund, you can see around the corner at the moment, and you notice that Celia goes right after you in combat, but we're going to do this before just for grins, pulls out a chime.
A what?
A chime that you recognize as the chime of banishment. And she goes to start running down the hall, trips, falls on the chime, and vanishes.
So you banished yourself. That's awesome.
So great.
And yes, we actually did talk about this, so
Oh, you talked about it with Ryan.
yeah. Yep, he
That's
let me
fun.
know.
That's fun.
I figured, I mean, it's the easiest friendly fire I could summon,
Celia
so...
was just banished to...
She's banished to
Somewhere.
the Forgotten Realms.
Our home planet.
And because she's the banishment doesn't require concentration, or she's concentrating on it, either one, it's going to run the full time, and she's going to have to catch up with you guys from the Forgotten Realms. So it might be a minute. So, with that, let's see. Let me add in a token for. Go ahead and roll initiative for me.
Roll initiative.
And I hope Boris shows up
13.
here.
What was in here? There was a necromancer in here. There was the zombie. There was the one that had the jar in their mouth.
I think
What?
we killed the necromancer.
Did we kill the necromancer?
Yeah.
I killed her.
But not before
Yep,
he summoned some
Necromancer's dead.
skeletons.
Black Rose Bearer is alive, as well as 5 skeletons that the Necromancer summoned before
That's right.
he fell. So, you hear combat as he runs up behind you. What was your initiative?
13.
Are you with me or are you?
13. Okay.
I'm with you.
Okay. We need to run over to the room.
All right, you're added to combat. It'll be a minute before we get to you, but Tormund, you've got Little Hip on your shoulders. What are you doing?
Let's move down the hall into the room.
Okay. You've got 40 feet of movement. You can easily get into the room, right next to
We're gonna
the
attack
Black
the
Rose
Black
Bear.
Rose Bear.
All right, go ahead and make an attack.
He has 55 feet of movement.
Good grief.
He has 45 naturally, and I gave him 1
You
straight.
could have run around the long way if you'd felt like it.
21 hit.
21 hits.
Oh! What did I do?
And 21 again.
21 also hits. I don't know what just happened, but you vanished and reappeared. So
28 points of damage.
28 points of damage total. Okay. This thing looks like it's somewhat hurt, but not yet bloody. Anything else?
That's it.
Celia ain't here. Draconic Spirit ain't here. Ikari.
Okay. I'll run up to the thingy. Well, I guess I don't need to run up to it.
Sorry, I can't really hear you.
Yeah.
Change it so it's pointing up at your mouth instead of sideways.
Where's the hearing assist? It's extra loud. Oh, I'm going deaf.
Is that better?
Yeah, that's a little better.
Okay.
I'll turn you up a little bit more too. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Test again for me.
Test?
Much better.
Okay.
Oh, there.
I'll just do what I normally.
You hit the Black Rose Bearer?
Yeah.
Okay, with all your stuff and things.
Yeah.
Okay.
Going yours, and you're still raging from last time. 23 to hit.
23 hits. You can roll the second attack before damage if you like.
Okay.
You're not going to one-shot it.
29 to hit.
29 hits as well.
Channel 1.
Yeah, channel 1, and if anybody wants stereo earbuds, those are available as well. In case the drive-through headset is not your game.
Was it 14? It's yeah.
Yep.
Oh.
It's plus 14 here, but did you roll another d12?
Does that help, David?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit, yeah.
That's a plus 14.
What's that?
So 18 plus 14. 32 on the first. Yeah.
32.
Total or the first one?
First one.
Okay. It is now bloodied. I'm gonna say it's missing the
25.
arm that used to have a black rose in a
And
jar.
25 for the second one.
25 for the second. All right. Very damaged, but still up. Kit, you're next.
Got it. I'm going to.
You cannot yet see through the curtain unless you peek through.
Yeah, I'll peek through.
Okay, you peek through, you see 5 skeletons, a very, very damaged zombie, and Omnom in this room, as well as the obvious remains of some sort of disgusting necromantic ritual.
Got it. I'm going to fire twice at these skeletons with my crossbow.
All right. Which skeletons?
These two back here.
Okay, got it.
Alright. 18 hit.
18 hits.
Got it. First one is 13 damage.
Guess how many hit points it has?
13.
Yes. That one is gone.
Alright.
Is that one? That was one of the two, right?
What? No, not that one. These
Oh,
two.
not that one.
No, it is. Yeah,
Oh, those two. Okay, never mind. You're right. You're right.
All right, and then the one south of it. This one, right?
yeah, the second one hit for 16.
It hit for 16.
Yeah.
Definitely enough. Yeah.
Okay.
As you fire off 2 crossbow bolts,
That's another 13.
they that was sorry, it was 16 to hit. I see. Yes, it did hit. So 13 damage.
Yeah.
You fire off 2 crossbow bolts, hit each of them perfectly in the septum. Septum? I don't know. The thing in the middle of your chest.
Sternum.
Sternum. Thank you. Septum's up here.
It's in you.
Actually, you hit them where their septum would have been and knocked both of their skulls off, and they collapsed to the ground. We'll stick with what I said the first time. All right. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Okay. Stay behind the curtain. Okay. Boris, you are outside where some people have rushed in to join combat with something.
All right.
And I'll say, based on their descriptions, this looks like the adventuring band you're trying to find. You
I'm
figured that out.
assuming this right here is stairs,
It's a
or
church.
is there? Okay.
The way in.
Yeah,
is
Yeah,
through
you're
the
you're
story.
over here.
Okay.
Is he on the map?
Okay. I was well.
Oh yeah, he's up here. Okay.
Yeah, because I was thinking of going this way and through here, but if I can't get that way,
That is.
if I can't get that way, that's fine.
Right?
I'd say yeah, you could come in that way.
Okay.
Oh, I thought that was a window.
I don't. You dive through a window as you run towards, hop over some stairs, and then how much movement do you have?
I hail 30,
1, 2, 3,
40 feet.
4, 5, 6, 7. You're able to step just past a dark curtain and
Okay.
see 3 skeletons in this room, along with a jackalope, a big jackalope. It's a medium creature, right?
Yes.
Okay.
It's bigger than I am.
As well as a gnome riding on a Goliath's shoulders. You also see the edge of an axe peeking out from the curtain across the way.
All right.
And not very high either, so you're guessing dwarf.
Okay.
All right, and that's what you see. What are you gonna do?
Okay. I am. You know what? I'm gonna toss my daggers.
You're gonna toss your daggers.
Yep. Dagger, dagger, dagger.
All right. So, how many attacks do you have?
Attacks 2. So
2.
2.
Okay. So
2 of
dagger,
them.
dagger.
Yep.
All right. Roll to attack. I wore the right shirt, I guess.
Yeah.
Dagger,
Ironically,
dagger.
I was thinking of wearing the same one.
Well, that would have just been awkward.
Yeah. Oh wait. Oh.
Which one's the
Third-
DM?
What's that?
Which one's the
So
DM?
Exactly. That would have been a
13.
problem. 13? That hits?
yeah, 13 on the first and 12 on the second.
That also, 12, 12 does not hit.
12 did not hit.
Nope. But one of them, how much damage did you do on that first hit?
Let's see. 1d4. Where's my d4s? 4 plus 7 is
13.
13.
We have a theme going. As you throw your dagger out, it hits, we'll say in the sternum this time, and the rib cage just shatters and the skeleton falls to the floor.
Alright.
A lot of unlucky numbers for lucky hits.
Hey, it's the right number for these guys. Or it's unlucky for the skeletons, at least. All right, that brings us to Lilahip
Sweet. Okay.
and her petting zoo of doom.
I only have one creature with me right now. It's fine.
It's true. Yeah, it is true. Maybe twice.
Omnom
Maybe
is
twice.
bonus action. I'm going to cast Shillelagh.
Okay.
And then Omnom's going to replace one of my attack with 2 of his.
Okay.
That's a miss. And then a 15 on the second.
Okay, and you're attempting to hit the Black Rose Bearer?
No, the one next to Omnom.
Oh, this is the one next to Omnom? Okay, yep. That hits. And actually, the skeletons are harder to hit than the Black Rose Bearer. Damage?
It's only 12.
Oh no! Omnom charges into the skeleton. Bones go flying everywhere, but there's like a pelvis and 2 legs still wobbling in the middle of the room.
And then for my attack, does a dirty 20 hit the Black Rose Bear?
Oh yes. With an AC of 12, you hit just fine.
And then that's 13 force damage.
13 points of damage.
13 again.
Unfortunately, not quite enough. The Black Rose Bearer now has no arms, half a head, and is just kind of really, really hurt. Above table, we just left 2 monsters with 1 hit point each. I know. I mean,
I rolled so
I just sneezed.
so not well.
it is the Black Rose Bearer's turn
Oh
now,
God.
with no arms. Let's see. Oh, I gotta remember this. It luckily makes slam attacks, so it's gonna mosh with you guys. I'm gonna say 1 on Tormund, 1 on. Well, let me roll
Give
for
you
it.
half a headbutt.
I got
A shoulder.
It has no
check.
arms.
Yeah, so a shoulder check.
Oh my god.
I guess I could kick you.
Okay. Ikari and Tormund get the 2 attacks.
Who's it attacking first?
Tormund first. That's a 16 to hit. Sorry, a 21 to hit you.
Yeah, 21 hits.
21 hits. You take 12 points of bludgeoning damage plus 11 points of necrotic damage.
Ah, that's not nice.
Against Ikari, you used Reckless, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Should I do the counterattack?
So that is
What?
a.
Should I do the counterattack? I can't hear you. Never mind. You should retaliate.
That is 22 to hit you.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, you take 12 points of bludgeoning damage, halved to 6,
Okay.
plus 11 points of necrotic damage.
So, how much in total?
That would be 17 total.
Okay. So, half of what you have. She's down to 17 hit points.
You're open.
Are you down?
No, I'm down to 17.
Oh, you're down to 17. Wow.
Are you going to?
I'm doing much better this time.
Counterattack.
You're going to counterattack?
Yeah.
All right. Roll to attack. This is only about if you hit, because there's 1 hit point left on this zombie.
13 to hit.
13 hits. You cleave down.
Oh, yeah.
You cleave down, straight down the body, split the thing in 2. It falls into a couple of pieces. Yeah, not anything left anymore.
Out of 13.
I'm not doing well, really.
Oh, I never added the skeletons to initiative. So they get to go now, because that's only fair.
How many are left?
But I don't
2.
know anything they heal myself with.
And they're freaking skeletons, too. So the one that is next to Omnom is going to attack Omnom. Let's see, plus 5. Yes. Does a 20 hit Omnom?
Yeah.
Okay. Omnom takes 6 points of piercing damage. The skeleton B is going to shoot a short bow at Boris. Ooh. 23 to hit Boris.
You're rolling good today.
21
unusual, but
uncanny
yes.
dodge.
What's that?
Armor class is 21, uncanny dodge.
Okay, so you're going to take half damage. It's 6 points, half to 3.
Alright.
All right. So with that, we're back to the top of initiative. Tormund,
What's left?
2 skeletons.
One with only 1 hit point. You might
Yeah,
be
one
able
of
to
which
botch
is a
both.
pelvis with 2 legs.
I'll swing at one.
Which one? I mean, your choice.
It doesn't matter.
Pelvis boy or the other one?
Pelvis boy.
All right.
31 to hit.
31 hits. And you can do at least 1 damage, so he's dead.
14 damage.
Both swings the wall.
Actually, if he had a saving throw, you just insta-killed him because that was 13 over his hit points.
15 hit.
15 also hits.
15 points of damage.
15 points of damage. That one goes down too, and a clatter of bones shattering everywhere.
Golf swing.
Yep. And actually, I forgot to do one thing.
Surprising rate.
I'm not going to worry about it. The Black Rosebearer might have rolled for Undead Fortitude and come back up, but
Oh, please, let us kill him again.
I've already deleted them. They're gone. All right. So, guys, you have a new somebody who came and started fighting skeletons with you for no reason whatsoever.
Hello.
Hello.
Who are you?
Ah, yes. I am Boris.
Boris.
Yes.
Are you enemy or foe?
Well,
Great
seeing
way
as
to
I
start
how just aided in the
That
battle.
was a great set of
ran in-
choices there.
Great way to introduce. Seriously.
I didn't realize what I said.
Awesome.
Seeing
Are
as how
you
enemy or foe? That's a tough choice. No, there was a
Both mean the same thing.
apparently your mission was still needing some hands. So I answered the call.
So you are neither.
Yes. I'm neither.
So you guys want to explain what you're currently looking for to him and what's going on?
Go ahead.
Don't all speak at once.
Wait.
Don't all speak at once.
We're currently looking for pieces of a staff to help us defeat Vecna.
And by the way, you also notice this dude is carrying a stack of 3-foot wide metal discs.
Yeah, on my back.
You've got 4 of them underneath the gnome.
We have 4 of them. I thought we only had 3 of them. We had 2 red, 1 white, and we're looking for the black, right?
What's that?
We had 2 red, 1 white, and we're looking for the black. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry.
3.
3.
Wasn't there one in this room too?
There was not one in this room.
There's not one in this room. Okay.
Oh, we accidentally got their
And you
attention.
didn't talk to him, so you don't know what his name is. So you don't know.
I'm Tormund.
Tormund, I'm Boris.
Nice to meet you.
I'm buying a card right now. I don't know what the hell's going on.
You don't.
You can,
This is low
you can
hip.
hear that there's
I might hear something.
You can hear clearly through the curtain. It doesn't sound deadening.
I'm Lilihip. This is Omnum. That's Ickery, and then Kit's hiding behind the back, like he always does.
You don't see me.
No, I was
And
kind of
what are your
I'm in-
companions? Your
And
companions?
my companion.
Yes, the ones that you just introduced me to.
Oh, there's Ickery, a
Icarus
dwarf.
is a
Dwarf.
A dwarf?
Pitt is a warforged and still refuses to come out from behind the curtain.
Yeah, fine, I'll come out now.
Okay.
It steps into the room. Ickery, do you step into the room?
No. No.
Just the battle axe. You got the NPC resting thing going on.
Idle animation.
Yeah, the idle animation.
I just walk over to where the axe is pointed out and use my dagger and just pull the curtain aside.
Dangerous.
Alright. Put the curtain back and walk back.
There you go. Make me a persuasion check, just for grins.
Oh, good God. Persuasion. So, 22.
He's an elf, a half elf. Normally not somebody you'd be that interested in, but you don't want to kill him immediately. Which, I mean, that's like kind of being affectionate for a dwarf, I think. So, anyway, where are you guys off to next?
Well, I'm going to climb down, force feed Icarus a greater potion of yes, a greater potion of healing, and then climb back up.
Jesus.
A greater potion of healing from our loot last week.
The gnome, staying on Tormund's shoulders, leans backward, says, "Here, open."
Does anybody need any healing?
Probably.
Icarus does.
Yes. I'm at 17 out of 180.
Okay, cure wounds.
What
Why do you-
level?
1.
Okay, you roll it.
That's 8.
8? Okay.
Here, I'll roll higher. I don't at a higher level. So it's at least a little more.
You get 13 from the
Alright,
greater
that's-
potion of healing.
Alright, that's 20.
Okay.
I
You
got
added
6
the
level 1
13.
slots now, so I can waste them.
There you go.
What?
We don't get a greater potion
Use
of healing with
metagaming,
our loot
ignore him.
now.
What's that?
So we don't get a greater potion of healing with our loot now.
Oh, it was that one.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I didn't have another one.
Do you need any more?
Maybe?
What are you at now?
50?
Out of?
185.
I'll cure wounds again. Alright, that's 23.
Oh, there's a cure wounds right there.
How much was it?
23.
Nice.
Okay, I'm good. I think I'm good now.
Alright, cool.
Too bad.
Oh, okay.
I give you
I'm gonna drink my
another
potion.
You're force feeding me again?
You don't want to feel
7.
healthy? Too bad.
What?
another 7.
Oh, another 7. That's so much. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Do I have any potions? You have a potion of greater healing.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever you guys bought to bring with you, that's up to you. All right. So, you guys are currently in this very creepy chamber.
Greater healing potion with you.
No longer any zombies happening in here. You do notice, let's see, there are no other exits or entrances to this room. However, on your way here, you did notice that there's a stairway to the north of you outside that leads somewhere.
Cool.
There's also a stairway far to the north that you haven't explored yet.
I say we go to the nearest one.
I agree.
This one.
So come this way, I'll move Icarus. And you see a stairway that heads up to the next level. And there is a, what do you call it? Thing on the top of the wall that you can walk on.
Canopy.
A walkway will work. There's a better name, but yeah.
Catwalk.
Not a catwalk. No
Not a
cats up
catwalk.
here.
Alright.
Let's
Let's see. And then where is? Sorry, I'm trying to find something here.
What do they call it?
Damn, I guess I got up there first.
Granulated wall.
Oh, there it is. So as you come to the top of those stairs, actually this is to the south of you guys. So you might just want to use one character to mark where you guys are.
that's Kit.
Yeah.
So down to the south of the other room, you just come into this space, I think. Nope, wrong one.
Not this one?
Nope, it is that one. Yep. I had this one. We'll come back to it later. Yep, so you guys come upon a door. Somebody want to open the door?
I'll open it.
All right, Tormund walks up to the door and opens it because that's gone so well.
I don't have a good history with doors, so let's just have someone else open it. That's fine.
Luckily, the door is neither locked nor trapped this time. This is a room that you uncover that contains simple sleeping mat and a bookcase full of grim tomes of little value. 2 doors exit the tower and connect to a wall walk outside. And there's also a stairway going up just outside that door.
Can we investigate the room?
As you look in the room, one of the things you notice is a black moonlight mirror, shining blackness out of it. It's very, I mean, it was already very goth in here, and now it's more goth.
It's kind of like the Dark Blade.
Yeah, like a Dark Blade kind of thing. Yep.
So is this not good enough to be the royal quarters? Is this
No,
not?
this does not feel like royal quarters. This feels like probably the necromancer lived here. And you notice on the desk, I'll just give it to you, that there is at least one piece of correspondence that's signed Akazi, which is the name of the necromancer.
I'm kind of
Mr. Mirror Collector?
thinking-
What's that?
I'm gonna cast detect magic on the mirror.
Okay.
I mean, I'm assuming it's gonna have.
It has powerful magic related to one of the things you saw as you were approaching. Is there was also 3 moons in the sky, one red, one white, and one black. And this has a powerful, clerical magic related to the black moon emanating off of it, and the light that comes off of it is somehow connected to that moon.
Okay.
It doesn't have any effect, by the way, when you guys walk into that light. So it is darkness
I
inside
will
of it.
add it to the mirrors on my back.
Add it to the mirror stack. Okay, that easy enough done. Oh, actually, I have a check for you on this one. Oh, because the hole in the middle of the floor actually goes down to the ritual chamber below. So, as the chains that are holding this mirror pointed down at the ritual chamber, now it makes sense to me. As those chains, as you're trying to get it off those chains, give me a sleight of hand check.
Well, I guess I'm not gonna.
Were you gonna help?
I was thinking after knowing that there was magic on it, I was assuming my character was going to kind of have the knowledge to check for any traps or anything like that. But I mean,
you don't find any traps.
Okay, it's not, there's no traps or anything. Okay, yeah, but yeah, I will aid in helping remove it though.
Okay, with a 15, exactly what you needed for your sleight of hand check. You're able to grab the mirror without any problem, and it doesn't fall into the chamber below.
So we have all the mirrors we need.
What?
We have all the mirrors we need.
Yes.
You want to tell your new friend about the plan?
I was just about to do that.
Yeah, I don't question the removal of the mirror. I just, after doing it, I kind of just like.
So we need this.
stand
And we did this
inquisitively.
because we need to do things.
Because what?
We need to do things.
We need to do things. You need to do
We
things.
needed to do things. So really, what's up is there's this evil wizard?
Sorceress, something, yeah.
Something on the top of this three towers that is doing a ritual that would make the bubble we're in, you see that we're in like a red bubble around the fortress. This ritual is going to make the red bubble permanent. And we told these werewolf guys that we would try to stop it. As a part of the ritual, what we need for Vecna is we're trying to find a piece of the rod of 7 parts. And one of the pieces to this ritual is that rod piece. But we need to stop this ritual to get the rod piece. And the werewolves just, I don't know, they don't want the ritual to go on. I wasn't paying attention.
Well, they're guardians of nature, and this is somebody who works for Lord Soth, who is a death knight and an abomination to nature.
Yeah, I know. My character is, I wasn't paying attention. We just need to stop the ritual. And how we do that is we take these mirrors and we point them at the 3 crystals that are at the top of these 3 towers. And we have a certain order that we need to place these mirrors in.
Red on white, black on red, and white on blue. Or white on black.
Don't invent a blue moon, man. That'd be, we don't need a 4th moon.
Basically, that will disrupt this ritual is what we need to do. Which is where we are. So we found the last mirror that we need. So we just need to go to the top of the tower to stop the ritual right now. I propose we split up.
Oh God. And do what?
So the crystals are at the top of each of the 3 towers. We can't get to the top of the white ones.
So, there's, let's see.
Right? We know the crystals are at the top of the 3
Let me
towers,
just check
right?
something here real quick. Think. Check 1, 2 things. So the white tower, while it is partially destroyed, actually is still standing enough that you could climb up it.
Okay.
Which ones are the towers with this stones on them?
The
This one,
3 around the
this
central
one.
courtyard.
Okay. The one that's partially collapsed, and then this one and this one.
And then this one
Correct.
and this one. So because we need
And by the way, I didn't describe it terribly well when you guys went up to the top of the red tower and found the death wolf or whatever it was. Around the outside of each of those towers, in between the 6 pillars that hold up its roof, there's a domed roof that's the color of the light for the crystal that is in that tower, as well as panes of glass around the outside that magically only allow that color in. So you're not going to be able to shine a light of a different color in from the outside.
You gotta do it from the outside.
No, you have to do it from the inside of each tower. Because
right.
the outside of the tower is basically covered in a dome that only allows the right color light in.
But it doesn't work that way from the inside as well.
towers.
Correct. There's not anything when you're on the inside of the top of the tower, think lighthouse, there's a crystal in the middle of the room. There is some sort of mystical barrier around that crystal that you guys didn't look at it, so you didn't get any information
Right.
about it. But
So
that looks like it's clear and it'll allow any color of light.
right. So my plan is we split up and we go in groups of 2 to each of the towers, each of us carrying a mirror, and then we all come up at the exact same time and shine it on the crystals. Hopefully we don't have to fight the wizard.
And who are the 6 that are 2 by 2 by 2? Is it you and Omnom is 2, or?
Well, no.
Yeah, we have 6.
Oh, we do have 6. Yeah, I guess Omnom's one of them
Okay.
because Celia went away.
Yeah, I was
yeah.
pointing that out. Yeah.
So that would be my proposal.
Okay.
Sounds like a good idea to me. Pretty much killed everybody in all the towers.
Except for the guards that were in that other tower collapsed.
And the wizard at the top.
And the wizards at the top, yes.
As they're describing the guards at the tower that had collapsed, you're like, oh, I killed those guys.
Yeah, don't worry about guards. Guards no more.
Oh, that's convenient.
Now, wizard on the other
The
hand,
ritual's happening up here, and we're gonna be down here though, right, Greg?
The tops of the towers are at the same level as the ritual, 100 feet up.
So, because the white's partially collapsed, I would say Tormund goes up there with someone that he can carry, because he can fly. And then we split the other 4 into groups to go up the other 2 towers.
A bit amongst yourselves.
And
So I want to go with Tormund.
You're gonna go with Tormund?
I'm gonna go with Omnom.
You're going to go with Omnum?
I said, who is?
I don't know.
I can go.
You want to go with Omnum?
Yeah, sure, I'll go with Billy.
Pick a color. Red or black. Okay.
You're going up the Black Tower.
And so
I am?
and you and Boris are going to go up the black tower apparently. Sorry. Are you going with Omnom or no? Okay, yeah. You and Boris are going up the black tower then.
all right.
Kit and Omnom are going up the red tower.
Yeah.
Tormund and Lilihip are going up the white tower.
The White Tower.
And I'm going to
And
Pass
si-
out
before
the
we
mirror.
go, I'm
since
going to force
you
feed you
proved
another
that you
question.
knew
Oh,
the
you're
order before, so I
force
assume you
feeding me
passed the
again?
right mirror out to the right group.
Yes.
That's not a problem.
Okay.
Okay.
Get another line.
Oh, wow.
Kind of out of
Above table, yeah.
above table, I guess. Then EK is usually with me. I'm assuming he's just hanging out in the.
Oh yeah, you got I forgot you got a
courtyard.
giant ape too. Yeah.
He's just hanging out in the
So
courtyard. So
it's the barbarian.
So
Boris
I'm
and the
assuming
giant
once.
ape.
Yeah. So I'm assuming once we all go outside or split up, they're going to come across a giant ape in the courtyard.
Yeah. So as you guys look out into the courtyard, there is a giant ape just. As you guys went out into the courtyard earlier, there was also a giant ape hanging out there.
And he is a.
Who seems
Dark,
awful
yeah.
affectionate with Boris
He
for
is
some
a
reason.
dark. His fur is dark red.
Dark gray?
Red.
Dark red, okay. All right,
I'm going
guys.
to hand Ikarí my potion of growth so that she can become a big raging barbarian when we get to the top.
Okay.
For what? When we get to the top. Okay. She can become big.
Alrighty. So now, let's see. Let me double check something. As you guys get ready to go to the top of the tower.
Just giving DK scrunches on the head while we figure out the plan.
So we'll take these one at a time. I need each group to give me one of you in each group roll me a survival check with advantage, or each member of the group roll a survival check straight.
Let me do it.
Yeah. Do it, Mike.
Mom's not as great at it.
What's your, like, survival?
That's a 31 for me.
+7 with
31 for
proficiency.
me.
Okay.
How about you roll with advantage?
Plus.
Okay.
Omnum plus is probably better than yours. Let's see.
Sad. The
Advantage
rabbit's
is just
better than
another.
mine.
What's that,
and,
survival?
red is just another. Advantage is just another.
Roll a
His
d20 twice,
wisdom
take the
is
higher of the
plus
two, yeah.
2, and wait, survival
20.
is a wisdom skill, right?
Nat 20? For
higher.
a total of
What?
For sure.
27.
27, okay.
That's great. Yeah, Omnum has a +7. Just
So Omnom's rolling with advantage for
I
the
guess so.
survival roll, as you just follow Omnom.
That's sad. It's just sad.
And occasionally he like hops behind you and nudges you to go in the other direction. Yeah.
Omnum rolled a 24.
24 for Omnom. Okay, cool. So you didn't know it, but that was the timing check.
Oh, okay.
So you guys are going to get to the tops of the towers about the same time. You're not going to face any real obstacles on the way there. And now we get to pull up another map, which means we get to add everybody to the map again. All right, so we have a white tower. Should have done this ahead of time, I guess. Let's see. So, Kit, you were Team White, right?
No, that's
No.
Tormund.
Oh, sorry, that's Tormund and Lilith.
Yeah.
Red for Kit.
And Omnum.
Yep, and Omnom. And does Omnom have... Oh, Omnom is renamed Bjorn. That's right. Okay, and then we have Boris, Ikarí, and a giant ape.
A giant ape, a large creature?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Bigger than large. This is like a
Lilith, what's that?
the giant ape, so you made it huge.
Is he huge?
Yeah, you have it
Yeah,
as a 3
he's
by 3.
yeah.
That's the giant ape. I
Giant,
guess he's huge.
yeah, giant ape is huge.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yep.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Lilith,
That's. I mean, he can hang out at the bottom of the stairs. I can have him hang out in the bottom
it's up
of the
to
stairs.
you. You want to invite him up or not? He can
climb
squeeze.
the tower.
Yeah, I mean,
And wipe it planes.
Yeah, he can climb the outside of the tower, I suppose.
I'll have him hang out on the outside of the tower for right now.
All right.
Until unless something happens, he can always make his way
All
up.
right, you guys are grouped. So he's hanging out on the outside of the tower for now, down on the ground level. Well, he's not floating in space. He's on the ground. Okay.
Oh, he didn't climb the outside of the tower?
No, he's just hanging out.
Okay.
If I need him, he'll climb and punch his way through.
So as you guys, we'll start with the white tower, as we haven't seen it before. There is white moonlight that glows around the smooth dais. Do you guys interact with this at all? Or do you just go straight to shining light on it?
Your call.
What's on the dais?
It's a white shining light inside a clear barrier.
Shine the light.
Okay? You shine, what color light is it again?
It's red on white.
You shine red moonlight from your mirror. Okay. The red lunaria is also empty, having also gotten rid of the death wolf that was in there. So, Team Red, do you just shine the light as soon as you get up there? Okay. Team Black, 2 desiccated undead creatures, each holding a bell jar, start approaching you as you top the stairs.
Yay!
I need everybody to roll initiative, please.
Everybody?
Yep, might as well. We're gonna need it.
Did we ever kill that werewolf?
What's that?
The werewolf that was hunting us?
Oh, the death wolf, yes.
Okay.
Yes, it got dropped a couple more times and eventually axed to death, I think. It was bad.
Good roll.
Why am I keep going so terribly? I'm sorry.
And standing there in the middle of the platform, using the rod to cast her spell that she's still currently concentrating on, is, what was her name? Taramini. All right. So with that, and then, oh, sorry, monsters. I need 2 black rosemen. All right, so let's see. I think I can just like add all the tokens, yes. And the giant ape is on the side of the light. Okay, so you're shining the light, so nothing for you. Taramini is waving her hands, doing her ritual. The giant ape down at the base of the tower hasn't noticed anything's wrong, just hanging out, doing ape stuff.
Yep.
Boris, it is your turn.
Wait, I thought you.
Oh, sorry. I forgot to actually have you guys roll initiative, didn't I? Or to tell me what your initiative was. Let me try this again.
Actually, how many actions could I give Shining Light over to Omnom?
What's that?
Could I give Shining Light over to Omnom?
Omnom does not have phones.
It is.
Just prop it up on the antler.
You can aim it, and Omnom will defend you.
Once we get the initiative correct, maybe. We'll see.
Wait, what did you say?
We'll see how good you are at it. Okay, sorry guys. I was just using auto initiative. Let's start with Tormund. What's your initiative?
21.
21. All right, Lilihip, or sorry, Kit. I'll go in order. 23, Lilihip.
22.
Wow. Hickory.
7.
You're just not going to play.
I don't know.
Well, there's really only going to be three of them. Well, 4 of them involved in the fight initially. Because you guys won't know anything is going wrong. Boris, what'd you roll?
14, and then I'm assuming I would roll for...
Your ape will go immediately after your turn.
Okay.
Oh dear, sorry. And then Omnom goes immediately after Lilihip, who was... What was your initiative, Lilihip?
22.
Because somehow on my screen it now says 49.
I would love a 49 initiative.
It's just about as good as a 23 in this case, which is the best. All right, guys. Now I'll hit the start combat button. Kit, again. All right, so you want to not have to hold the light.
I'm guessing I can't have Omnom assist holding it. I can't just hold it with one hand, do things together.
I would say you'd be able to hold it aiming in the right direction with one hand.
Okay.
Is your crossbow a heavy crossbow?
Can I one-hand heavy crossbow?
Okay. If you're going to attempt to prop it up, there's going to be a check of some sort.
I'll attempt to prop it up.
Okay, are you propping against the wall or against Omnom? Or
Against Omnom's single hand.
All right, so Omnom's going to attempt to balance the top of the mirror. Remember, it's 3 foot tall, so...
He only has one antler.
Well, he has one antler, so yeah, I mean, the ears aren't going to be much help. But we'll see.
Can't he just lean it up against the glass?
Hey, he made the choice, not me.
Omnom doesn't want to.
As you attempt to... Well, this is him attempting to, prop it on Omnom before Omnom has a chance to do anything. We'll get to Omnom in your turn, which is next. We're getting sidetracked. This is great. Give me a dexterity check.
Great dexterity check.
Yep.
I want to see Omnom get pissed at you.
Omnom's pissed.
With a 13, you attempt to prop this onto your ally, who shakes his head, not wanting any of this, and the mirror immediately starts to fall over. Roll me a dexterity saving throw now, please.
That is a 19.
And you manage to catch it again, and it's still shining on the crystal. But that seemed like it was a bad idea. Didn't work. And that was your action.
It wasn't an object interaction?
It was because it was so complicated. It was a couple of things. So yeah, it was not a free object. One of those was a free object interaction. The other one was an action. Which is what happens with your second object interaction. So
could I... That's more than 120 feet.
you don't know anything's going on down there yet necessarily.
You see the thing in the middle if you have a ranged spell.
Yeah, you see a lady casting a spell, but
I feel like that would be a very...
Remember, there's black glass around the outside of the black tower. Not easy to see through.
That's the red tower.
I know, but the one where action is happening is the black tower.
Wait, I thought... Oh, yeah.
None of you guys know at this point anything untoward is happening. You think the plan is unfolding
Until I
as
can
planned.
come up with a better plan of action, I will just...
Just going to hold the mirror?
Yeah,
Yep.
hold here.
All right. Yeah, we don't need to... Those of you who don't know what's going on yet can take that what your predetermined action was, and we can just keep rolling along. Lilihip, it is your turn,
Right.
and then Omnom's, for that matter.
Yeah. Omnom shoots at Blair's.
Glares at him, okay.
and then abandons him and goes towards the wizard in the middle.
Goes towards the wizard in the middle.
Really?
Okay. How far does Omnom go? And is Omnom trying to sneak up on the wizard or not?
Evens, yes. Odds, no. No.
Okay. So how far does Omnom travel? Go ahead and move it.
He's going to bonus action dash, so 80 feet. He's gonna go right up towards her.
Which is probably enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, that's 12 squares, that's 60 feet. So, all right. So yeah, and he ran more than 20 feet. So is that what's happening?
He's going to try to break her concentration
Okay.
and wrap her.
Okay.
That's a 27 to hit,
That hits.
and then a 29 to hit on the second one.
That also hits. Give me damage on the first one, and then the second one separately.
That's 10 damage on the first one.
10 damage on the first one.
Yep, force
She's
damage.
still concentrating.
Okay. 12 on the second.
12 on the second. Still concentrating.
Okay.
But she's noticed him and is very confused why a jackalope just attacked her out of nowhere. Okay.
Okay, so that's Omnom. So for me,
Yep.
I am also going to try to break her concentration with a Starry Wisp.
Okay, so you're going to cast Starry Wisp at her.
Yes.
Okay. Roll to attack.
That is what? A 26 to hit.
26 damage.
26 to hit.
Oh, 26 hits. Yeah, it hits.
That's 9 radiant.
9 radiant damage. Okay.
Yeah. And she's glowing and can't become invisible.
What's that?
She's glowing and can't become invisible.
She's glowing and can't become invisible. Good to know. Nope, she saves just fine. Constitution save. Yep.
Okay,
All right.
that's my turn.
Tormund, you are holding the mirror, I assume? Okay. You want to do anything else?
And did you run it? You ran out and attacked the thing? No?
No,
Oh, you just got the spell?
I'm still with you. I did a ranged attack.
Yeah. Yeah, your turret fired. The gnomish turret on the top of Tormund.
You just need to have like a wooden thing that just rotates.
How far does the light from the bear reach? Does he have to be standing right next to it?
The light is... you can shine the light from the mirror onto the crystal from anywhere where you have line of sight.
So you can move. If you want to move. Yeah?
I'm going to summon Cuddles,
Okay.
and he's going to go bite her.
Okay, and Cuddles is...
Oh no, he's going to do breath weapon. I'm sorry.
What size now?
Lord.
He's large.
He's large? Okay.
Yep. He's going to fly up to the chick in the middle
Hey,
and
I've got
use
companions.
his breath
Chicken
weapon.
middle.
The chick in the middle. Move, Omnom.
Well, you can put them in a way that Omnom won't.
Yeah, I'll point in the opposite direction of where Omnom is.
And I'm sorry, I didn't quite get that. I was trying to get Cuddles up. He's large.
Yep.
He's a lord.
Tonight, when you go home, or sometime over the week when you get a chance to get on your computer, see if you can add him as a companion. Because I don't seem to have him yet, but let me find something else. I have a guard dray.
That means you can move next time.
Okay, we'll use the Dragon Bone Golem for Cuddles today. Okay, so you summon him, and what do you tell him to do?
He's gonna fly up to the person in the middle, the woman that Omnom attacked,
Yep.
and use his breath weapon.
Okay, and I assume he's not going to hit Omnom. Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
The 14 dex save.
14 dex save. Okay. With a 15 or 18 on the die, he makes it. Or she makes it.
36.
Divided by 2.
Yeah, divided by 2.
So 18 points damage. Okay, concentration check. Her concentration is wavering. I'm going to say because this is a big ritual that just one concentration failure is not going to do it, but that you had an impact on her concentration.
That's impressive. She can concentrate through all that.
She is, she's like 2 weeks into this spell. I mean, there's some commitment going on here.
Has she been up here for 2 weeks straight, no rest?
You don't know.
There's an IV of food running up to her.
Maybe she has to do it the whole time. Maybe it's an hour a day at a certain time. Maybe it's, you don't know.
Does Cuddles do anything else?
Nope. Okay. All right. Next up, Taramini's turn.
Oh God. That can only bring good things.
Which means sure, why not? She throws a hand out at Omnom and your Drake, and a cone of cold emanates from her hand, hitting both of them, but unable to hit anybody else. So, blue, of course. As that cone goes out, I need... Good grief. I have to go look up the spell, sorry. I need a con save against a DC of 17 for each, for Omnom and for the Drake.
Well, Cuddles rolled a 6.
A con save, you
6?
said?
What's that?
Con save?
On 17, yep.
Omnom rolled a 17.
Okay, so Omnom makes the save, Cuddles fails it. This is the 9th level version of Cone of Cold, which means it's going to be 12d8.
Oh my God. 12
I'm going to roll it in game.
12 ones.
Where's my dice? There's my dice.
Don't want to roll a giant thing of D8s.
I don't want to do the math.
Fair enough.
Also, I only have one out right now. So, Cuddles gets hit for 71 points of cold damage. Omnom gets hit for 35 points of cold damage. Apparently, this lady ain't messing around.
How much
Okay.
HP does Cuddles have? Like total?
He's Like 150.
150?
Now, can you communicate telepathically or anything with your giant ape, or is you'd have to yell for him kind of thing?
I would yell for him.
Okay.
We don't have that.
Boris, it's your turn, Boris, and you
Okay.
can choose if you're yelling for him as part of your... It's a free action
Okay.
to yell for him if you want.
And we're on top,
Yeah,
right?
you're 100 feet up. So
Okay.
it would take him at least a round to get to you,
Okay,
even
yeah,
if he dashes.
because he can climb 40 feet. Yeah, I will, as a free action, yell for DK
Okay.
to start climbing. And then as my action,
So he's able to climb in one round 80 feet up the tower because he has a climb speed. So
Yeah.
next turn he'll be able to get up on the platform.
okay. And then I wish I don't have that as a. I guess as my action. Let me see.
Sorry, what was that?
As my action,
Uh-huh.
I will cast bless.
Bless?
Yeah, I'll cast bless on.
So you are within 30 feet and can see Ikari
Yep.
and yourself.
Yep.
And I'll give you that you know your giant ape is coming up and you can
Yeah.
stick your head around the corner and
I mean-
look down at him.
I ain't too worried about blessing him right now. I'll just bless the two of us right now.
Okay. That, unless you resisted Ikari, that happens. So D4 on your attacks and saving throws.
Okay.
Okay. Anything else? That was your action.
That's my action.
5 seconds
Are you moving?
5 seconds.
Don't.
Or are you shining the light on the crystal?
Attack rolls and figure.
No.
Like,
Oh yeah, which one?
Well,
Of you,
when you roll.
We have the black one.
yeah, which one of you guys is carrying the mirror?
I'm assuming I would be carrying the mirror.
Okay.
Or you do want to carry the mirror.
I don't care.
You do have an object interaction left, I'd say, if you want to shine the mirror on the
Okay.
crystal.
Are we aware that the other mirrors are being shone upon?
You don't know at this point.
Okay.
Actually, give me a perception check.
That's
As you glance over your shoulder, and you can kind of see inside each of the other two towers. You also see some mayhem happening. I mean, giant cone, big dragon. There's some stuff going down.
21.
21?
Yeah.
Okay, with a DC of 20 in this case to see what was going on, you are able to tell with that DC that the light is being shown in each of the other two towers.
Okay.
You're going to shine your light?
Yeah.
Okay.
Shine my light for the time being.
As soon as you shine your light, the surrounding cylinder around the crystal evaporates as if it nothing but moonlight, which it was. The crystal itself cracks and shatters for each of you. All of the solid moonlight that you've been interacting with disappeared. Meaning Taramini is going to take 10d6 falling damage. Actually, does she have feather fall? Let's check. Omnom also will be taking 10d6. Unless Omnom has a way to prevent himself from falling.
Can I take an action and catch her? Scuttles?
You know, I'm going to do rules as written. No. Yeah.
I tried.
It was worthy. Yeah, she doesn't know Featherfall. So, that is going to be 10, 15, 17. 28, 33. Oops, just 2. Reroll those. So full damage is 44. Give me a dexterity saving throw.
I mean, 44 is enough to kill him outright.
Find something out here. As they were both right next to each other when they fell. So there is a chance.
He falls
You
on
got
her.
a 26.
With a 26, he falls on her and takes 22 points of damage instead. And she takes 66 points of damage.
Does Anam's horn go into her?
Apparently. Either that or it's just a big oomph of rabbit landing on her. So, they are 100 feet down. Cuddles is still flying in the middle of the air. And right above Cuddles, you guys notice a portal starting to open. And hear a much larger flapping of wings. As, let's see, sorry.
See, when I said this was a boss fight area, I meant
Is it an evil dragon?
An ancient lunar dragon,
You can't use it
which
yet.
I thought it'd be fun to
Open
bring
your
out
Snickers.
a dragon. So we'll bring out the Jabberwocky again.
the Jabberwock. Trying to fool us, say the dragon.
Oh no, that's a type of dragon.
Type of dragon.
Yeah, I also didn't have another dragon that was painted, but we now have a ancient lunar dragon that just emerged.
Is it an evil dragon?
What's that?
Is it an evil dragon?
Your spiders are going nuts. Evil dragon must die. I had forgotten about Snicker and Snack. Thank you very much.
And you stole something in?
All right, let's see.
Oh, it fell in.
With the emergence of this dragon, it's going to get a chance to do something before we start into the fight proper. So it is going to screech as it flies through the portal, and it's going to end its turn basically flying right above or next to Cuddles. And it's going to scream out, "Ooh, I put my trust in you, and you failed me. Terramini, you shall die." And is focused right now on Terramini. It was laying on the ground with a giant jackalope on top of her. So, with that, let's see. We had the giant ape and Boris's turn. You guys have stopped the ritual pretty catastrophically. And the Black Rose Bearers get their turn.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
I think we all did.
I forgot about them.
So one is going to come over to Ikari, one is going to come over to Boris, and they're each going to make 2 slam attacks.
You're not raging and reckless,
Ikari, does a 15 hit you?
No.
Okay, both miss you. Ooh. Boris. The low one is a 23.
That does hit.
That hits, okay. So you get hit twice. Or 12, 12, 11, 11. It's gonna be big. 24 plus 22 is 46 points of damage.
46. Okay. Yeah. Since it's a new action, I
What's
have
that?
canning dodge again. So
Okay,
canning
yeah,
dodge
you
on
can
that.
uncanny dodge. It was 2 separate. You know what?
Or
Yeah, it's 2
I guess-
separate attacks.
okay, so I guess I'll uncanny dodge the first one.
Okay, yeah, they do the same amount of damage. So instead of 44, we have 33 points of damage. Like, wait, I can quarter that really easily. All right. So, that's the Black Rose Bearers. Hickory, your turn.
This
This ugly lady with a jar in front of you just missed you a couple of times. Another one really hurt your friend, and there's a giant freaking dragon behind you.
I can't get to the dragon right now because it's flying in the air.
It is currently flying in the air, and you are not.
Yeah, I'm gonna attack the rose bearer.
The rose bearer?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Are you recklessing?
Yes, of course I am.
Okay, do your stuff.
24 to hit.
24 hits.
And for the second attack, 24 again. So
Okay. Roll me damage on the first one first.
okay.
Oh, and I just noticed I put them within cleave distance. Anyway, what's the first damage?
Hold on. Oh shoot. Wait, I lost count. Hold on. $33? Okay, 33.
33 points of damage. Okay, it's still up, but it is wounded. Go ahead and give me your cleave attack on the other one.
Crit.
Roll critical cleave damage. So double all your dice, and yeah, you add all but the one thing.
You don't get extra d6s.
Oh yeah.
You just get the 2d12.
Forgot.
What are the d6s from?
The
Frenzy.
Frenzy. We already used her frenzy.
Okay, you only get one frenzy
Yeah.
per round. Okay, yeah,
One per turn.
per turn. Yeah, good distinction.
9.
21.
21 points of damage on the other one. Got it. It's hurt, but it's not bloodied yet.
And then
You gonna swing at
second
the first
attack.
one or the second one?
Huh?
Are you swinging at the first one or the second one?
First one.
Okay, go ahead.
28 to hit.
28 hit.
Twenty.
20. All right. So it's pretty darn wounded, but it's still up. Oh wait, actually, no, that was just enough. It's down. Okay. So, let's see. Just gotta do something here and make them even. There we go. All right. Next up, we have Kit.
Alright. I think it's within 30 feet of the dragon.
Don't attack
So-
the dragon.
If you
Not yet.
are unable to fly, you will not be able. I don't think you'll be able to get within 30 feet. Let's see. 5, 10,
I'm guessing
15,
causing it to
20,
go prone would be bad.
25, 30.
What?
I'm guessing cause
35,
it to cause
40.
would be bad.
Yeah, it's about 45 feet from the tower for the dragon.
And the dragon's not focused on us.
The dragon is using its wings to fly, which you know if you make it go prone, it will fall.
But also, it's not focused on us right now.
Let it kill everybody else first.
Let it kill the wizard first.
Yes.
You can whip out 9th level spells with no issue.
Okay? Okay, what are you doing?
By any chance, can I see the last rose bear over here?
The what?
Last black rose bear over here.
You know, actually, you have a straight line on that. It's right behind Boris, but yes, you can see it.
That I'm going to do that twice on the crossbow.
You're going to shoot out with your crossbow?
Yep.
5, 10, 15, 20. Here, I need a ruler for this one.
400 feet at range.
Okay, what's the short range?
Short range is 8 feet.
All right, so this is 130 feet, so you're going to have to roll with disadvantage.
So the
13 hits, if that's disadvantage.
That's disadvantage.
this is
Okay, so roll your damage.
Has 13 damage.
13 damage. Okay, it's still up, but
Got it.
definitely hurt.
Fire again.
Okay. Wait, that was 13 damage from you again.
That's 10 to below some.
10 to hit. Nope, that misses.
Yep. All right. Cool.
All right.
That's it.
Little hit. There's a freaking dragon. Nom fell. There's a lot going on. The wizard fell. Yep.
The wizard fell. The wizard's right there. Omnom's going to gut the wizard. That's a 27 to hit on the first one.
27 hits.
And a 16 to hit on the second.
A 16 misses.
Okay. It's 11 force damage.
11 force damage. Omnom, the archmage, but doesn't gut her yet.
Right. And then for his bonus,
She does look heavily bloodied, by the way, as you might expect.
for his bonus action, he's going to disengage
Okay, and how far can he go?
40 feet.
What direction is he going? North, south, east, west?
He's going this way towards the red tower.
This way?
Yeah.
Okay, and he can get to about here. All right. Anything? What are you doing?
I didn't figure that out. Give me just a second.
That's okay. By the way, this really is kind of the end of this module, so yeah, take your time. Kill the dragon if you want. Run away if you want.
You run away if you want.
Whatever. I've got mechanics for both.
I'm going to summon an elemental.
You're gonna what?
Summon an elemental.
Okay.
I'm going to summon the air one because it can fly.
Air elemental. Okay. Oh, something else about the dragon that you guys have noticed as it started to interact with things is that it seems like it's somewhat out of phase with reality a little bit. So we'll explain that more later. But let me add this elemental. Does the elemental go on your turn? Or does it go
immediately after my turn?
immediately after your turn? Okay. So I'll give it 21 and add it to the combat. Okay, this is getting fun. All right. Anything else, Little Hip?
Not.
Stand Tormund's shoulders.
I'm going to stay right where I am.
Okay. Air elemental.
Where did you put?
I put it right next to the dragon. I assumed you were summoning it out there somewhere. What's the range on it?
90 feet.
90 feet. Yeah. So you could summon it right up against it.
I want to summon it a little ways away.
Okay.
The air elemental is actually medium.
What's that?
My air elemental, my summoned
Oh,
elemental.
yours is medium. Okay.
Medium.
Well, I don't have the ability to resize it, so
That's fine.
It's medium.
He'll just hang out in the middle of a square like this. You know what? He is going to be summoned right next to it.
you're going to summon right next to him. Okay.
Yep. And it's going to do nothing.
Can't do anything.
Well, no, it can, but I don't want to provoke the dragon quite yet.
Okay, so just appear and no, it'll be no problem. Okay.
It's just
As some of the air next to the dragon kind of coalesces into a semi-humanoid shape with kind of a whirlwind arrangement going on downstairs. All right. What's that?
No,
That's it?
that's it.
Okay. Yep. Tormund. By the way, the rod piece fell with the archmage.
As in, it's right next to her.
As in, it's right next to her on the ground at this moment. She hasn't had her turn yet. Oh, actually,
I would have
on the
been
end
on
of,
grab it.
at the end of Sorry, at the end of Lilithip's turn, I'm not going to forget it this time.
Wait, but before the end of my turn, did you say that?
Oh, it was laying right now there next to Omnom. Did Omnom pick it up?
Can I say that Omnom picked it up
I will
as an
allow it.
object interaction?
Yep, that's legit.
Okay, yeah, that's what I wanted to ask.
All right. The dragon makes a roar, and a 20-foot radius of ice appears on the ground directly underneath the Archmage.
Oh, that's right.
There's ice. Oh, that's there. Okay. Now it's your turn, Charmin. Oh, well, yep, it's gonna happen. Go ahead.
I'm gonna save my action.
You can hold it. What are you holding?
I'm gonna hold my bow.
Okay, you're gonna hold an attack aimed at.
The dragon.
And what's your trigger?
After he kills the wizard.
Okay, so if he kills the wizard, then you're gonna fire at him.
Yes.
Okay. It is now Taramini's turn. She is going to use half of her movement to stand up. She looks around for the rod, doesn't see it. Holds her wound from Omnom a little bit. Oh, did you take advantage when you attacked her with Omnom?
Oh well.
Roll 2d20, see if you would have critted. I forgot to point it out that she was prone. Okay, very good. So she stands up using half of her movement. She then starts to try to move towards Omnom and gets 5 feet because she only has 15 left, and apparently this ice is difficult terrain. She then, because she can cast spells, fires a lightning bolt up at the dragon. And this is the 7th level version of lightning bolts. So we have, what is it, 8d6 normally, plus 4 more, so 12d6. So 42 points if it fails, and it's not going, let's see, it's not going to fail one way or the other. It rolls a 3, but it still succeeds. With legendary resistance. Alright, so that's 21 points of damage that it takes. Let me double check its stat block for resistances. I'm pretty sure lightning's not one of them. Nope. Okay. Next up, at the end of Taramini's turn, before its turn, the ancient lunar dragon is going to, because this allows it to move, it is going to make a wing attack. So everything within 15 feet, which is the air elemental and Cuddles, needs to make a saving throw. Let's see. That is a dexterity save with a DC of 21.
Not even close.
Okay, so both of them take 12 points of bludgeoning damage each, and they're knocked prone. Does the air elemental have hover? Okay. Is Cuddles out?
No. Does Cuddles fall to the ground?
Cuddles falls to the ground and takes 10d6 of bludgeoning damage.
10d6?
Yep. I'll roll it.
That could put him out.
And then the dragon, using this wing attack to propel himself, moves 40 feet downward towards the mage. So the dragon is currently 60 feet off the ground.
Does it have flyby?
There's no opportunity attacks on this movement. It's not flyby specifically, but yeah, it's
the equivalent.
The legendary action doesn't provoke opportunity attack with its movement.
Okay.
Let's see. So 26 points of fall damage for Cuddles. Is Cuddles down?
Got like 10 left.
I'm impressed. Cuddles has gotten pretty beefy. All right. Next up, there is a giant ape that is 20 feet. That is 80 feet up the tower. The platform that the ape was climbing for is now gone. He kind of looks up at you. Actually, you take your turn and then he goes. But he kind of looks up at you, going, "Uh-huh."
He is. So the is there? How big of a hole? Like, am I on top of the tower? Or?
No, he's 20 feet from the entrance to the top of the tower.
Okay.
And the entrance is large enough to admit him.
Okay.
But barely.
Barely.
Yeah, he's going to have to stoop to get in here, and then he's going to be filling up half the room.
Okay. Is there kind of thing? How thick are the walls?
What's that?
How thick are the walls?
They're made out of some sort of glass that looks magical.
Okay. That's probably not.
Above the table, I'll say it looks like the action's going to be downstairs for an ape.
Okay. Well,
Oh, and what's his strength?
his strength is. Let me get to him. His strength is 23 plus 6.
23? Okay, so he's too far away anyway. I was thinking of him jumping at the dragon, but no, he couldn't reach it if he tried.
Well, I mean, I was thinking of if I could have him bust through the wall and like coming into. So are they?
So he's at the level of the room below you.
He's at okay.
But
And
this is a
they're-
tough tower. It'd take multiple rounds for him to break through a wall.
Okay. You know what? I'm gonna have him just attempt to get through the opening that's already there.
Okay. Yeah, he climbs up 20 feet. He's now in the room with you guys. Ikari, you're standing underneath a giant, dark red ape. Luckily, you're a dwarf, so you fit. All right. What else you doing, Boris?
I'm assuming we still have what skeletons or undeads in there.
Still, but what? There's one of the black rose bearers still here. Yes.
Okay.
Which, by the way, the ape still has his actions in this room.
Yeah, true. I'm gonna have him. I'm gonna have him just use his just basically grab him I guess the action would be to grab him.
Do a couple of
But-
fist attacks.
Yeah, just pound
Okay,
the
roll
shit out of
your
him.
2 attacks plus 9.
That. 12 plus 9 is 20.
Sufficient?
And then 18 plus 9.
Okay, roll damage.
And damage for fist is 3d10.
Biggest of this.
2.
And actually, I'll save you the math. With the average damage, 1 hit took her out,
8.
and the other one just destroyed her body. So
Okay, yeah.
she's gone. All right,
Alright. Yep, and that's.
and then you have your turn. You've got your action left still.
I am Do I have a line of sight on the combat that's going on?
Yeah, I mean, you can look out the hole in the side of the tower, and there is, I mean, yeah, you can see the dragon,
Okay.
and you can see that he's going after the Archmage right now.
Okay. Then I will use my longbow to shoot at the Archmage.
Okay, you're going to shoot at the Archmage.
And that's going to be...
Roll to attack.
29 is...
Oh, that hits, yep.
That is... 19.
19 points of damage?
Yeah, 19.
Okay. You get a second attack?
Shit again.
You have extra attack, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay.
30.
30
Okay.
hits.
And, 15.
15. Okay. The Archmage looks very, very hurt at this point, but still up. And it's Ikary's turn.
I don't think I can reach the dragon from here.
You could run down the tower.
Depends if you jump out of the tower, yeah.
You can throw your axe.
I think the axe has a 30-foot range. Or, no?
And X? 2060?
2060, okay.
Yeah.
So
You don't-
it would be disadvantage of straight roll if you want to do the hand axe.
I'll just do that.
Okay.
You're gonna hit the dragon?
Yeah, obviously.
It's an evil dragon.
It's evil
It's an
dragon.
evil dragon.
Of
Snicker
course.
Snack want me to kill it.
It's an evil dragon, of course.
So a straight roll.
Yes, straight roll.
Yeah. 26.
That
to
hit.
You're recklessing, right?
What?
You're recklessing, right?
Yeah.
Because he had disadvantage because it was long range.
As Ikari starts her school in how to hit a dragon.
Okay. 20.
20, okay.
And I have a second attack.
And that doesn't do as much damage as you thought it was going to.
I do have a second attack though.
Okay.
So 26 to hit.
26 hits. That was
15.
15 points of damage.
Yep.
Okay. Got it. All right, guys. At the end of Ikari's turn, it's going to spend 2 of its legendary actions to make a wing attack, which doesn't affect anything because nothing's within 15 feet of it. But that allows it to swoop all the way down to the ground level where the Archmage is. And that's the end of its legendary action. That brings us to Kit.
Anyway, I can get to shoot down at it.
Yeah, go to the edge and shoot down at it. It's currently about 120 feet away from you. So it would be at disadvantage with the crossbow.
No, I'm gonna cast.
You're gonna what?
I'm gonna cast.
Okay, what are you casting?
Moonbeam.
Moonbeam. Interesting. Okay, so you're. What's the range on Moonbeam?
120.
Perfect. All right, how big a emanation is it, or whatever? Not emanation. It's the wrong
It's
word.
a 5-foot cylinder.
5-foot cylinder.
Moonbeam on a moon dragon.
Is it sharing a space with Terramini?
What's that?
Is it sharing a space with
It's over Terramini. Yeah, she's under it. She's 2 sizes smaller though, so it works.
So could the moonbeam be over Terramini
Oh, it's
and the
over
dragon?
both of them. Yes.
Nice.
Oh, yes. Yes. And let's see. We'll make that yellow. And what kind of damage does it do?
Radiant.
Radiant damage. Oh, oh, that's darkness. There it is, radiant. Okay. So yeah, that's on Terramini and the dragon. So how much damage does it do when it appears?
Well, it's a Constitution 15.
Okay.
Can I read the spell real quick? I'm curious.
I'm back, baby. That's a 9. And for the dragon, actually, I better check his stat. Yeah, you got to roll damage. That's your job.
That's 18 damage. That's 18 damage.
18. Okay. So, Terramini, as the moonlight of the white moon shines on Terramini, she screams and shrivels to nothing and just dies. Yeah. She had 10 hit points left and failed the dex save. So the ancient lunar dragon, on the other hand, with a plus 13 on his con save, that's an 18. So he succeeds. So he takes 9 points of radiant damage.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
Does radiant seem like it does a normal expected amount to it?
Radiant does do what looks like a normal amount of damage.
Got it.
After Kit's turn, do we have a bio break?
Yeah, I think that's a great idea. We can let Cecilia get set up, and we can take a bio break and come back here in a minute. We'll get Cecilia stuck into combat with you guys and have some more fun.
How was your banishment, Celia?
What was that?
How was your banishment?
It was okay.
I hear the Forgotten Realms are great this time of year.
You know, not the best, not the worst.
What?
Oh, that's what's going on. We have a kid behind us.
65. What level did you do that at?
5th level. I'm back up.
You're up?
No, I'm back up to full health.
Oh, good.
That was what, 10d8?
Yeah, 10d8.
What plus whatever?
Yeah.
What's your casting stat? Charisma?
Charisma, I'm at 20.
That's high roll for a 5th level.
I know, there's a bunch of 8s. I'm like, oh, sweet, thank God. Oh.
Sorry, this is the sound effect that you guys missed out on earlier
Oh,
from when
it
you
shattered.
destroyed the crystals. I figured you might want to hear it. And then, this thing's saying something. There we go. All right, we're recording again. And then you guys are in the battle with Orinx. So we'll see what some battle music sounds like. Orinx is this lunar dragon, by the way. You heard his name earlier. Yep, there it comes in. Anyway, so where were we? It just went. Lilihip, your turn.
How does Celia enter?
Celia, you see, as you guys are shooting things at this dragon, you see Celia running up through the pile of dead veterans that was left by Boris.
Take it away.
Yeah. She comes up through the ruined White Tower, out the door. There's a freaking dragon here. And that's where you rolled initiative, and yeah. Celia is actually right about here, except she is 100 feet down from the rest of you guys. The dragon is also on the ground level. Omnom is on the ground level up over towards the red tower. The Cuddles is laying on the ground, broken and bleeding next to the dragon. And I'm going to assume that the moonlight was not hitting Cuddles. And there's an air elemental floating 100 feet in the air in the middle of everything. So, just not confusing at all. Lilihip. who has control of 3 of these things. Go ahead.
Great. I am going to. Let's see. What's the range of this? That is loud.
Is that too loud?
Just a little bit.
All right, let me turn it down.
Let's see. I don't have anything that reaches.
Actually, would my held attack hit first?
Oh, yeah. Actually, yes. So while you're figuring yours out, do your held attack. Tormund was holding an arrow.
Oh, right.
13 does not hit.
13 does not hit. And you only get the 1 attack.
Okay.
We're holding nothing.
Well, an arrow clatters to the middle of the courtyard, but doesn't actually hit
It
anything.
didn't hit the miss scale.
Actually, with 13, you probably hit it, but it bounced right off. Yeah.
Well, I
It
can't.
partway passed through it and then ricocheted off. It was really weird.
Well, I can't actually reach the dragon. How tall is the dragon?
What's that?
How tall is the dragon?
Let's see. How big is he? He's gargantuan. So 20, 25 feet. I mean, he's really big.
I still don't have anything that can reach him from where I am.
Yeah. Well, and he's more stretched out too. So it's more how long he is. But yeah.
Well, yeah, I know. I mean,
Yeah. As far as how far I am off the ground, I'd say 15, maybe 20. Yeah. Generously. So that'd be about 100 feet away from you.
yeah. So I'm going to minor illusion a bucket on my head because I can't do anything else.
You minor illusion a bucket on your head.
Yes.
Would that give you the
You now have
blinded
the
condition?
blinded condition.
No, as like a hat.
Oh, as a hat.
Yes. Small bucket then. Of course.
I assumed it was on your head. Okay.
No. Or a bucket on my head with eye holes.
With eye holes? Okay, there we go.
Could you fit inside of a bucket?
It could fit. Maybe.
Like
yeah.
a large bucket?
And
Large bucket could fit
as
outside.
Tormund moves from one foot to the other, Lilithip's head phases back and forth through the bucket a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I can't do anything, so
All right.
why not do something silly? That was a sneeze.
Got me. Anyway, yeah, my headphones are actually really good, so I'm getting a lot of.
Anyway,
turn 'em down.
The sound effects are very loud.
they're very loud.
Yeah, I think we can turn them down.
That's weird that they're so much louder for you guys.
No, I just.
But that's
Yeah,
turn 'em
I
down
think
there?
it's just coming from here. I wasn't hearing anything from there. I was
Yes.
hearing it from.
Oh, from the TV.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. The remote was left down there if you want to turn it down. Or you can do Windows sound to turn it down. Sorry, I assumed you meant on here.
You want it down
Feel
more?
free to adjust as necessary. All right, guys.
Anyway, Omnum is going to take the rod of 7 parts and dash back up the tower and hide.
So he's going to dash into the tower. He will make it up to, let's see, he's dashing. What's his movement speed?
40, so you can move 80.
All right, so I'm going to say he can make it up to the 2nd level of the tower.
Yeah.
So he's on the middle level of the tower hiding on
Yep.
a balcony. Next to a giant illustration of the planet and the moons.
Yeah. So that's what Omnum's going to do.
Okay?
And then
Air elemental?
the air elemental is going to stay where it is.
Okay, just hovering there 100 feet off the ground.
Yep.
Sounds good. Air elemental actually has pretty good fly speed, doesn't it? Oh yeah, it's got a 90-foot fly speed. It could get down there.
It only has a 40-foot fly speed. It's not an actual air elemental.
I see.
It's something called an elemental spirit.
Oh, it's an I got it.
They
Okay.
redid all the summon spells, you know?
What's that?
They redid all the summon spells.
Yeah.
Yeah, Summon Dragon is actually a draconic spirit, so. Can we just like turn off the
Let
sound
me see if
effects?
they have those.
Would anyone?
They don't
miss
have them in here, unfortunately. Okay.
You,
Moving on.
maybe?
Tormund, it's your turn now.
I don't know how to mute it, but I can.
Do we want to fly down into battle?
That's your prerogative. I can't do anything from where I am.
Well, you can respond to him quickly.
Yeah, I give you a thumbs up. If you want to go, we'll go.
Let's do it.
The bucket stays behind until you're out of range, and then it vanishes.
How far away am I?
You are about 120 feet away from the dragon. Most of it vertical. Oh, sorry. Yeah, about 120 feet away. Probably a little
More
further,
manageable.
actually.
What can I dash while I'm flying?
What's your fly speed?
45.
Wait, no, you have long strider.
Does that include flying?
It just gives you 10 feet of extra movement.
Yes, so you have 10. Yeah, you have the 10 feet extra on your flying as well.
So if you dash, you can move 110.
Well, and
55 right now.
so your flying is from your boots of flying, right?
Oh,
You have another activation of that? Can you deactivate it and activate it again?
Yes.
You can get down there without dashing. Just have to be clever about it.
That.
wait.
All right. Tormund Halo jumps out of the tower. And then, is it a bonus action to start flying again? Or to activate the boots? Just want to do it right. It's a whole action you might not want to. You might want to just dash.
Use boost to fly. It doesn't really say.
Really? Okay. So I'll just rule that yes, you can do this, and it takes up your bonus action in order to do so.
Right.
But yeah, you are now at the base of the tower, about 40 feet away from it, and you've got your movement left.
I've got my movement left.
You basically willingly fell. And then activated your
I'm
boots
gonna
right
run
at
up
the-
to it and
And you're actually you're flying again, but you're right above the ground. Yeah.
I'm gonna swing my sword at it then.
All right. Swing your sword.
God, I'm rolling like you.
And Ryan's gonna rules lawyer me on this. No?
As a
Wait,
15
what?
I thought you were gonna rules lawyer me on it.
I was
That's how you pulling out the book.
I was busy. Otherwise, I would have.
Was a 15 hit?
15 does not hit.
I rolled a 1.
That also doesn't hit.
Yeah.
It's the one time when it really matters, and yep, it doesn't hit. You don't have a third attack, do you?
No.
Nope. Okay. So that's Tormund. Extremely dramatic start to his turn,
I did nothing.
and then he flies over to it and swings at it twice, and nothing happens. Just totally whiffs it. All right, Celia.
Okay.
Apparently, your party is fighting this dragon.
Wait.
Oh, I missed. I'm glad I didn't miss this. I say.
What do you got?
Graze.
All right.
Oh, you got Graze?
I
Yeah,
can graze it.
yeah. 3 points of damage.
You can also use cuddles.
What's that? Oh, and Cuddles is still alive.
That's right. I forgot about Cuddles.
So I'll take
Cuddles
3
is
points of damage on the dragon. So Celia, you're up in a moment.
Bonus action: activate innate sorcery.
Just a moment.
Cuddles is gonna try and bite him.
We forgot about cuddles.
Gotcha.
Sorry.
Cuddles missed his bite, so go ahead. Go
All right,
ahead,
now
Celia.
it's Celia's turn. So innate sorcery,
Activated.
Yep.
Then action. I'm going to
and
summon.
I'll give that to you on your previous turn, as you were coming up to the battle, because you knew something was going on.
Okay, so I have my action. Bonus action.
Yep.
Okay,
Full
then
economy.
bonus action. Use my last 2 sorcery points to quicken spell. Summon dragon at 8th level.
We got
Yeah.
2 dragons.
My single 8th level
What
spell
size is your
slot.
dragon?
Large.
It is large as well. Okay.
Summons at 60 feet. How far away is the dragon?
They're about 45 feet away from you.
Dragon's right next to it.
All right.
You know what? I'll bet you this battle looks really cool.
Oh yeah, I mean we have dragon on dragon on dragon.
Yeah.
3 dragons.
Yeah, with
If you count-
double decker.
No, not Winterfell.
No longer bucket,
yeah, I guess it could be.
headed. Yeah.
Okay.
Dragons went over and
The long dark night.
Bonus action is summoning it. Action, I'm going to cast
went
Firebolt.
over and and the
Against
White Walkers and
the dragon.
cattle.
God. Does a 13 hit?
A 13 does not hit.
Yeah, that seems right. All right, it's Dragon's turn then. Dragon gets 4 attacks and cast at 8th level.
Trying to find a different dragon.
Does a 21 hit?
A 21 does hit.
Okay. 12, 24, 36, 37, 38, 39, 43,
What kind of damage is
46.
it?
Piercing damage.
It doesn't seem to do as much damage as you expect.
Oh, bummer.
And by the way, this dragon, you missed the description. It seems to be like phasing in and out with reality. It's not quite all there,
Gotcha.
which seems to be related to it taking less damage.
Gonna make a DC
So it was
20.
43, halved down to 21.
Yeah. Can I make a DC 20 dex save?
DC 20 dex save.
The Nade sorcerer is like
Yes.
Just a sec.
really high.
Ah, there. Shadow Dragon's large. All right, so Celia's dragon is a Shadow Dragon for this combat. All right. Stat block, deck save. Ooh, not that deck save. That is a failure.
It takes 8 lightning damage.
Okay.
Yeah. 2d6.
It takes
I
8
mean,
lightning
damage is
as well.
damage.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's it.
that's it. Okay. And are you just staying back, or are you gonna like try to duck in a door? There's like a door at the base of the tower. You can.
I would
duck
like to
into.
get behind cover.
Okay, you duck into the white tower. You're now behind full cover.
Awesome.
Okay. That brings us to. I forgot to. Dang it! At the end of Celia's turn, actually, because that's the end of a turn, it is going to make a legendary action to make a tail attack against. Will it hit?
Great.
Let's see, where's its tail attack? Sorry. How to run a dragon. Let's see, tail attack, it is plus 14 to hit. 24 hits you?
Yes.
Okay. You take 15 points of bludgeoning damage as its tail sweeps around and hits you.
Okay.
It's then going to start its turn. Oh, just a sec. I need to check something here. 1, 2, also good. So Celia, the last time you hit it, even though it didn't do full damage, the dragon snapped to be more solid.
Okay.
And now at the beginning of its turn, it once again kind of becomes somewhat phased in and out of reality.
Okay.
Let's see. So it is just going to go. Well, actually, it's going to take an opportunity attack from your dragon if you're so inclined.
I am inclined.
The air elemental isn't really there.
Could it make
It's
a
also going to take an opportunity attack from Cuddles.
could it make a DC 17 strength or dexterity saving throw? Oh wait, no, it's too big. Never mind. I'm just gonna attack
Okay.
it. Sorry.
It's gargantuan.
Yeah, it's
right?
gargantuan. You're not grappling the dragon. No.
18, get it?
18 does not hit.
Better.
Let me double check. Oh, sorry. 18 just hits.
18 piercing damage.
18 piercing damage. Okay. Which doesn't seem to do as much as you were expecting.
Does it snap into reality?
Nope. Does Cuddles take an opportunity attack?
Like,
I'll try and bite him.
Okay.
Piercing.
Roll to attack.
Well, I mean, maybe it was the lightning damage that did it then.
Maybe. Some sort of trait. Do you have any ranged options?
No.
Oh.
Yes, but I'm right next
Rolling like.
Oh wow. Poor Cuddles. Oops, I did that the wrong way around. Big. That's a square. I don't want a square. So, I've never done a 90-foot cone before. And I have to decide? Zach, he's gonna move.
Cuddles or the summoned dragon.
Yeah, no, Cuddles lucks out as it shoots an icy blast up in the air and out. Can he really do that? No, he can't hit the air elemental, so he's just going to hit.
Yeah, the air elemental is 100 feet up.
Yeah.
So a 90-foot cone
Yeah.
can't quite reach it.
Well, it's tall.
Oh, right.
We talked about that, but yeah, no, it's just going to nail Tormund, that draconic spirit, and Lilith. So I need you all to make a Constitution saving throw. DC is 21. Tormund fails.
Constitution, you said?
Yeah, you're not in the cone.
I fail.
You fail as well.
Yes.
Celia, how's your draconic spirit do?
Oh. What type of save was it?
Constitution. EC 21.
Fails.
All right. You all take 25 points of cold damage as a icy mist emanates from its mouth, engulfing all of you.
I'm going to absorb elements.
Okay.
And my dragon is resistant to cold damage.
Oh, there you go.
You said 25.
25, so half would be 12. And remember, you used your reaction.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's that. Oh, by the way, this is still difficult terrain, so you guys wouldn't have been able to get quite out that far. We won't retcon it just because. Also, on the beginning of its turn, Kit, did it take moonlight damage, or is it ends its turn in the moonlight?
I'll check the spell.
Okay. All right, so that's its turn. Boris, your turn.
All right. So for my turn, I am. What do I want to do? What am I gonna do?
Yes.
Because you're raging, you would be resistant to what
I am going to
when you went on it
Misty Step myself. Or, no, that's a bonus action.
What was for?
So as my bonus action, I'm gonna Misty Step.
Oh, it is.
Sorry, what, David?
For bonus, I'm gonna Misty Step.
Okay, where are you Misty stepping to? It's a range of 30 feet, right?
Yeah. I mean, granted, yeah. I'm gonna Misty Step to the end of the hall. Just to the right before everything.
So you're down here, and you're wanting to go where?
Oh, I gotta go down the stairs to get out.
Oh, yeah, you got to go down 2 levels to get out.
Okay, yeah. Well, actually,
If you go down 1 level, you'll be able to see down a further level, and you'd be able to misty step to the bottom level.
Okay.
So in one turn, you can get out of the tower. Just.
Okay. And all this is
And
on
you'd
the
still have your action left.
Okay, so all this is on the outside of the
What's
tower.
that?
All this is on the outside of the tower.
Yes, all that is happening on the outside of the tower, either on the ground or in the air.
Okay.
And I'm torn whether to bring up the other map or not. I don't want to interrupt combat, etc. So there is stuff on the ground, but nothing that's gonna get in the way of the battle so far.
So above table,
Yep.
since DK's is huge.
What's that?
DK's huge.
Yeah,
So
DK's
I'm trying to-
huge. This is gargantuan.
Okay, no, I know. I'm
Yep.
just thinking I'm able, because I know what I was gonna have him do.
What you gonna have him do?
I was going to have him lower his hand and offer Hickory to climb on him. So
Okay.
my thought was, if he's, I'm trying to think if, I know he's huge, but would he be large enough to carry both of us? Or
Briefly, and I'd say with both of you, he would have his movement would be slowed.
okay. Because my thought was to have,
Well, he's
He's huge
no,
and
actually,
two medium.
he'd be able to move. What's that?
He's huge with two medium.
Yeah, he's
creatures.
huge with two medium creatures, so it should be fine. Yeah,
okay.
it's the same as one large in D&D
So my
math.
thought was to have
Okay.
him have at least,
So he can, if you guys don't resist, he can scoop you all both up.
yeah, I was gonna have
And then what's he doing?
just jumping out the window and get into the ground.
Okay.
If
So
that's possible.
falling damage for 3 creatures, but one of them's holding the other 2.
If he
Yeah.
cradles them, would they take half damage?
I'm gonna say yes.
And
He
then-
is going to take extra damage, and they will take half damage.
You would only be quartered.
Are they within six?
So,
Are they
jump
within
onto the
60
dragon.
feet of me?
what's that?
Are they within
Jump
60
onto the
feet of me?
dragon.
I think it's a little too far out.
No,
Yeah,
they
they're
too
not
far
within
out?
60 feet of you.
Gotcha.
They're about, it's about 80,
coming
90
down.
feet away.
Gotcha.
What's that?
I told him to jump onto the dragon.
Doesn't have that kind of horizontal leap.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it was,
I
if the
didn't
dragon
think
was close to the tower, I'd be all for it, but it's not close enough. All right, so
Are you okay with that? Yeah, totally. I mean, I was planning to jump off the tower anyway.
we have the whole assemblage jumps out the window, yeah. Let's see. Let's do some
10d6.
falling damage. 10d6 exactly. I got it.
What?
I have rolled falling damage more times in this combat than I have the entire time I've yelled. That is 44 points of damage normally. So you guys each take 22 points of
Okay.
damage.
She takes 11, right?
You take 11, yep, because it's
And
bludgeoning.
DK takes 44.
And I'm gonna be only kind of mean to DK. I'm gonna say he gets 66 points of damage.
60.
He should get 88, but
Was he dead at 88? No.
no, giant ape. It's what 168 to begin with, or something like that.
157.
What's that?
157.
157. Yeah, they're pretty beefy. All right, and that was
And you said we took.
well. He has a little movement left.
And you said
I
we
think.
took 33? Or
Yeah, he has 20 feet of movement left. That was about 20 feet of movement to get out. Then there's some falling, which is free.
Falling is free.
Falling is free, and he's still holding you guys, so he could carry you forward if that's what y'all want to do.
yeah, I'm gonna have him start rushing towards the prey.
All right, so oh god, yeah, you guys are right up in the danger zone. There you go. This is, yeah, wow. Okay, that was a thing. Now what are you doing with your turn?
Okay, so for my turn now, I am gonna use. I don't think that's gonna work. I am going to. We're going to use my longbow.
Longbow? Okay.
Yep. And that's gonna be a 29.
29 hits.
That
Are
is-
you getting off the ape or are you staying on it?
Right now, I'm staying on it.
All right. A giant ape with you on one shoulder and a dwarf on the other.
And 17 damage.
17 damage, okay. And that doesn't seem to do as much damage as you'd think it would.
Okay.
But let me roll something here. Let's see, that is 8. Yep, and the dragon stays kind of phasey.
Okay.
Make it another attack.
Yeah. I'm gonna throw my dagger of venom
Dagger of Venom, okay.
for 27,
27 hits.
and that will be 7 points of damage.
Okay. Is there a save against the poison condition or anything going on with that?
DC Constitution 17 or 15. I'm sorry.
Say con 15.
Yep.
So the dragon has to roll a 2. He rolls more than a 2.
Okay.
So no, not poison. All right. Is that everything?
I don't think DK gets another action, does he?
What's that?
I don't think DK has any actions left, does he?
He actually has his action left, but does he have reach? I don't know.
Well,
He has a reach of 10 feet. Yes, he can punch a dragon.
he also has a boulder toss.
Boulder toss, he would actually be at disadvantage if he's close.
Okay, because I'm close. Okay, well,
So yeah, you can make 2 fist attacks.
yep, screw it. We're gonna punch the dragon. Yeah.
I'm gonna roll 2 Constitution saves just in case.
+17 +9, 20, no, 30. I can't math.
17 plus 29.
No, 17 +9.
17 plus 9 is going to be 26.
Okay.
What's that?
Yeah, so
Yeah,
that hit,
that
I'm
hits.
assuming? Okay, so 3d10.
Go ahead and roll both the attacks and then roll your damage.
Or do it all at the same time. That's
Yeah,
faster.
you can do it all at the same time if you want.
And then 6 and 9 is, well,
6 and a 9, that fails.
that fails on the
Yep.
hit. Okay.
Second one fails. So roll damage for one of them. 3d10.
3d10.
Yep.
6, 12, 17 plus 6 is 20,
17 plus 6.
or 23.
23, yep. He does seem to be still phasey, and that only did limited damage to him.
Okay. And that is my turn.
Okay, next up we have Hickory.
Okay. Get off the ape
Dismount the ape, okay.
and go up to the dragon
Okay,
and
just do your thing.
yeah, be a
All right,
bird.
wail on him.
21 to hit.
21
First
hits.
attack. 19 to hit for the second attack.
Okay, that also hits.
Okay.
Oh,
33. Hold on.
okay.
Okay, so
That's in finishing.
the first attack was 33 and the second was 19.
Okay, so 33 on the first attack.
Yep.
As the first one hits him, it doesn't do as much damage as you expect, but it does.
I don't know. The
Let's see.
Dragon from Lord of the Rings last one pretty good.
But he does actually become corporeal again.
It was a low building.
And then the second hit, how much damage?
19.
All of that affects it.
Is it damaged at all?
He's not quite bloody, but he's getting there. He does have some wear on him. At the end of Ikary's turn, he is going to once more use 2 legendary actions to flap his iPad, apparently. To flap his wings. And I need everybody within 15 feet, which is everybody except him. Not the Draconic Spirit or Cecilia either. However, Cuddles is just 15 feet away. So, yeah, everybody on the ground. There. Let's see. So, wing attack. Dexterity save of 21 DC.
Cuddles made it.
Cuddles made it. Good thing, because this one doesn't have half damage with the save. So
Save and nothing.
nothing.
21.
21, just make it. No damage, you're fine. Big dragon waving his arms, his wings around.
21.
Just made it. Carmen? I also need one for the giant ape and one for Boris.
That's
18.
18. You take 12 points of bludgeoning damage and are knocked prone.
That'd be 22
Am
for
I-
me.
am I
Are you
prone
going
too?
prone or are you jumping off him?
I will jump off.
All right, I'll allow it.
22 for me and an 8 for DK.
8 for DK.
Yeah.
DK takes 12 points of bludgeoning damage and is knocked prone.
How high is he going?
What's that?
Is he going upwards?
He's actually not moving. He just
Oh, okay.
wanted to beat on y'all.
Okay.
Don't do that. I have a fan bearing that's trying to go. This will help. All right. So, where are we? This is a thing. All right, that was Ikary's turn. Kit, your turn.
Got it. I am. Can I? Is there just a gaping hole in the floor?
What's that?
Is there just a gaping hole?
Well,
in
it's a
the floor?
big courtyard.
Got it. Let's see. Going to cast. Where's the spell? Where's the spell? Is there anyone under the dragon?
There's no one directly underneath the dragon.
Okay.
Also, you can move your moonbeam, if I recall.
Actually, at the end of its turn, it did another 2d10 of damage.
Wait,
At
it wasn't
the
in the
end
movie?
of the dragon's turn.
When it's in the moonbeam.
Okay, it did not end its turn in the moonbeam since you cast it.
Got it. Then it did not. I'm going to cast. Actually, can I get within 30 feet of it?
Can you-
Where are you?
You're 100
you're
feet
100
up.
feet up. You could jump. You can certainly try.
Can I jump onto the dragon?
No.
You are so
It is,
far away.
it is
Yes,
60 plus feet away from you as well as 100 feet down.
I will jump and feather fall.
Okay, Featherfall. There you go. So you drift down to the ground.
Oh, that was the one
Wait,
spell
that's-
slot
it-
this turn.
I'll say you halo jump it so that you actually land this turn and don't have to wait an extra turn.
Can I still cast?
Yeah, you've got your move. You've got all but 5 feet of your movement and your action to go. That was your reaction.
Does the Featherfall slot count as his one slot for the turn?
Featherfall's a reaction.
But it's still a
It's-
spell
yeah.
cast with a spell slot on your turn. So
You can only
yes.
cast one spell slot during your turn.
Unless you have a free use of Featherfall from something else, like
Don't
an
we have
item
Featherfall
or something
tokens
like
or
that.
something? Did we get
Yeah, but-
Featherfall tokens or some?
Did we get
A
a
lot of you
Featherfall
got
token?
Featherfall tokens at one point or another.
I
Whether
don't
you're
think I
carrying
used
it or
mine.
not is another question.
I don't think I used mine.
Okay. I mean, would you be? Is it one of your 10 consumables you brought that you haven't been managing?
I don't know if I even have it.
Where? Look at your inventory. Is it in your inventory?
Can you hit him with a ranged attack or something?
Yeah, I could shoot him with my
I-
crossbow. Yeah, I'll just shoot with the crossbow. Fine.
Okay, so you're going to go down to the ground with Featherfall and then shoot him with your crossbow.
Yep.
Okay.
First to hit is a 18.
18 just hits.
Got it.
Armor class is 18, y'all.
Okay, that's 12 damage.
12 damage, okay. And that actually takes all of that damage.
Yep, that's
That's you?
12 piercing, yeah.
All right, are you going to step back into the tower?
And I'm gonna shoot again.
Okay.
16 to hit.
16 does not hit.
That's a thing.
Are you going to step back into the tower or stay out?
I'll stay up here.
Okay.
I'll brave it.
All right, Paladin. Lilhip,
Right.
standing
My
on the
turn.
ground next to Tormund.
Standing on the ground next to Tormund. Yes. Omnom's still hiding in the tower, so he's protecting the rod piece.
Yeah,
I'm
he's
going.
still hiding. Yep.
Yeah, I'm going to cast Shillelagh
Okay.
and then whack the dragon.
And whack the dragon.
And because I cast Absorb Elements last time,
Yeah.
I get to do extra cold damage on my first one if it hits. I
if
think.
you want to try, yeah,
If I want to try it.
go for it.
A 25 to hit.
25 hits. Give me the damage separately.
Okay. That is 21 force damage,
21 force damage.
and give me just a second.
By the way, whoever hit it right before you did bloody it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's bloodied now that you're while you're hitting it. Yeah. And but how much cold damage?
6.
It takes none of that.
Okay.
It breathes cold. It's immune to cold.
Can I also use 3 charges from my Staff of Striking on it?
Sure.
That's another 14 force damage.
Another 14 force damage. Very good.
And then my second hit, that is a 30 to hit.
A 30 to hit. Yes, that will definitely hit.
And then I'm also going to use another 3
Okay.
Pardas for my staff.
All right. Lilhip is rocking up and beating this thing.
And then that's 23 on the second.
23. Okay.
23 force. And then that's my turn.
Yep.
Now for my air elemental, I was wondering,
Yep. He has a 90-foot fly speed. He can get down to the dragon.
I think it's a 40-foot fly speed.
Oh shit! Sorry, I forget he's not a real air elemental. He's air elemental light.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yes.
budget version.
I was wondering, because you allowed Tormund to do this, even though he has hover, can he willingly fall and then right before.
Instead of doing that, I would retcon that he could have moved 40 feet last round and
Okay.
40 feet this round and get just within range.
Okay. If that's okay.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Okay.
Because you just kind of, you kind of dud on him last time. Or slept on him, I guess would be the phrase. Sorry.
So that would still put him 20 feet in the air, but you said he's 15 feet
but
tall.
yeah, he's within striking range.
Right. He's going to do 2 slam attacks.
2 slam attacks, roll them.
That's a 19 to hit on the first.
19 to hit on the first, that hits.
Ooh. And a 17 to hit on the second.
Misses.
Okay. D10.
AC is 18.
That is 14 lightning damage.
How much?
14 lightning damage.
14 lightning damage, okay. What's
and
that?
yep, that's
That's it?
That's it.
Okay. Yeah, this thing looks pretty hurt now. Omnom's just hanging out, I assume. Tormund, your turn. You're prone.
Let me get up.
Okay, you use half your movement to stand up. By the way, you're standing on ice, which is difficult terrain.
Flying.
Ah, you're flying. Good point.
I'm gonna swing at him.
Okay. You are standing on ice, which is difficult terrain.
26.
26? That'll easily hit.
15 points of damage.
16 points of damage. Okay. What kind of damage?
It's like greatsword.
Okay, great sword, so slashing damage.
Yep.
But it isn't phased currently, so it does take all of that.
Good.
All right. Anything else?
Cuddles is gonna bite him.
You don't have a second attack? Was that both your attacks?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I missed the first one.
Gotcha. Cuddle? Gonna come down and bite him? Okay.
Cuddles is gonna bite him. 25 to hit.
25 to hit. That hits. By the way, it took Cuddles 30 feet of... Well, I guess Cuddles was probably flying too. Never mind.
7 plus... 19 points of damage.
19
And
points of damage.
12 of
Okay.
that is fire damage.
Okay. That's all looks like it takes it normally. At the end of your turn, Tormund, he's going to whip his tail out. Wait a sec. Yeah. At DK. Oh, plus 13. A 28 hits DK, I assume?
Yeah.
Okay. And he takes 15 points of bludgeoning damage. All right, Celia, your turn.
Okay. Bonus action, I activate my draconic wings.
Okay.
I have a flying speed of 60 feet. Just in case I need to move, I probably won't be moving at all. But how big is like this? Is this
Sorry?
inside?
What's that?
Is this inside?
Yeah, you're just inside there.
How high is the ceiling?
15 feet.
Okay, I hover 15 feet up, open the door, or is the door
Well, the
open?
door is at ground level.
Okay, never mind.
It's a door-sized door, maybe 10 feet high.
Okay, I open the door, cast Firebolt as my action.
Okay. A door is a doorway, by the way. It's an open archway.
Because of exhaustion, it doesn't hit. Doesn't meet the AC 18.
And if anybody didn't hear, Celia rushed so hard to get back to y'all that she took a level of exhaustion as part of her dedication to your group.
Okay, my dragon's turn. Oh, I go inside,
And you go back inside.
and I'm hovering 5 feet up in the air.
Hovering 5
just
feet
because
up,
I can
okay.
fly.
You can hover 2 inches up, as far as I'm concerned. You don't.
I hover 3 inches up. Then. And my dragon makes 4 attacks against the dragon.
Or
Yes, I
Holy
at level.
moly.
I cast
oh,
at
you
level
did
8.
an 8th level. Yeah. Yep. 1 attack every 2.
All but one hits. That
Okay.
is 12
You can. Is it all
24.
piercing or slashing or whatever?
flashing.
So slashing.
Or
Okay.
piercing. 12, 24, 36. 37, 38, 39, 40. 41, 42 slashing damage.
Nice.
It is extremely hurt.
And can I make a DC 20 dex save?
Fails.
Takes 8 lightning damage.
How do you want to do this, Celia?
My dragon flies up to it, grabs it by the neck, and just hit like breath weapons its face until it melts in burning
Like
lightning.
Godzilla. Like a Godzilla kind of movie.
Its body
Very good.
falls to the
Very
ground.
good. And with that, the lunar dragon has been defeated. You have the piece of the rod. Omnom has it and returns it to the group. This is now a wasteland of dead monsters and creatures around here. You have murdered just about everything inside this building.
We haven't gone up the one staircase though.
What's that?
We haven't gone up the one staircase though.
If you want, do you want to go up the one staircase?
We need to loot everything.
Okay, you go up the one, the one remaining staircase to loot everything. And
you're
there
okay
you
with that.
find.
Well, just investigate
okay
the
with
whole
There might be
castle.
treats in there.
Yeah, of course. I understand. This is
I
the
want
way.
to pull a tooth out of the dragon.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I'm gonna try to
You can have any
Attempt-
cosmetic dragon memorabilia you
Scale
like,
it.
but it can't have any actual function in the game.
How's
So.
Snicker and Snack?
What's that? Oh, Snicker and Snack are super happy. We did a lot of damage. Yes, we hit hard. Good job. Good job.
I have to get a chunk out of the dragon.
Okay. You have a chunk of dragon that
Just a chunk of meat that looks edible.
self-freezes. Yeah.
yeah.
Who wants dragon and waffles?
Why is the machine needed? Okay. Dragon and waffles. Okay. Make a survival check.
With my +0, I have. much
So the
confidence.
other stairway, you go up. It's the royal quarters.
Oh shit.
Uh,
17.
A grim iron throne and an iron statue of an intimidating knight stand in the middle of this room. Both look out a window at the courtyard to the southeast. Fastened to the throne's headrest is a mirror that seems to draw light into it rather than reflect it. So it's another black mirror.
That's it.
That's it. Just plot loot, which you don't need
Is
anymore.
that the only place we haven't looted?
What's that?
Is that the only place we haven't looted?
I think that's the only place you haven't been, yeah.
How big is the mirror?
3 feet,
My dragon pick it up and take it with us?
if you want.
Yes.
I got
Okay.
a 17.
I will, above table, tell you guys, if you decide to keep the mirrors, that's cool, but they turn into regular mundane mirrors when you take them out of Kryn, because
Okay.
they're no longer able to take the moon's magic and reflect it.
Is it at least a good looking mirror?
Yeah, I mean, it's like,
Is it good or is it not?
roll me a d20.
Is it fancy?
4?
With the 4, it looks at first like it's solid gold, and then you notice that it's chipping. It's just gold plated.
Hey, Celia goes to Casmadon, her dragon. Oh, just drop it.
Okay,
Just drop.
big black weird void thing drops. It makes a very odd sensation. Congratulations, you don't poison the party.
I didn't eat his steak.
God.
Him attempting to cook dragon was, they needed at least a 15 to not poison the party.
Like,
Well, that's if we
However,
ate it.
with less than a 20, if you decided to eat it, with less than a 20, you might need some more practice at this. It's really tough and doesn't look very edible to most creatures. But
fine, when we get back to the safe house, maybe.
this is what happens later when you attempt to cook it. So, that it doesn't look very appetizing, but there's waffles to go with it. Okay, so aftermath. Doopa-doopa-doo. Disrupting the ritual. We did that. O-rings arrive.
We now have 5 pieces of the rod.
You now have 5 pieces of the Rod of Seven Parts, and you're able to journey back to the tree where the portal was that you entered Kryn through. You're able to safely return to Sigil. I don't know if I actually have the Sigil map. I should. Actually add it really quick. The Sanctum, there we go. You may want to zoom out of it a little bit, but there's the Sanctum that you guys have been hanging out in this whole time. The first floor is where most of the interesting stuff is, but there are some upper floors, and you guys have explored it all pretty well at this point.
Can my dragon fit in here?
What's that?
Can my dragon fit in here?
Your dragon is... What, he's large?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, he's consuming a good chunk of the space behind one of the couches, but...
That's his couch while he's summoned.
Okay, so your dragon just curls up on one of the large sectional couches.
So we could let him and Cuddles go outside and play and like chase each other around.
Sure.
For some reason, the Lady of Pain doesn't have a problem with the 2 dragons flying around the streets of Sigil having fun. I don't know. No punishment is forthcoming. However, when you arrive, you run into Alestial Silverhand, who's apparently back. Hello, yes. So while you were away, I did some research. And I don't know if you had noticed this, but if you use one of those rods with intent, it actually unlocks a spell that can be cast by the holder of the piece of the rod.
Can do what?
It casts a spell. Nobody here has added the Rod of Seven Parts in D&D Beyond to their inventory, have you?
No.
Each piece casts a spell. I don't have them all off the top of my head. Let me go look it up.
And do any of them, I'm sure they do, fit together?
Yes, you can assemble the pieces.
Does that do anything special?
It's a quarterstaff.
It is a quarterstaff. Actually, it's a +3 rod, I thought, but maybe it is a quarterstaff.
Says it's a
First spell
quarterstaff.
is Commune. Second is Arcane Gate.
Yep.
Third is Reverse Gravity.
Yep. So you guys now have access to these either separately or together. It also does not require attunement.
What the hell is...
Wait,
The individual
Simulacrum?
pieces of the rod do not require attunement.
What is
The rod as a whole does.
Let me just say.
So
That's
is like
simulacrum.
each part one charge?
Let me just look up
Each part has once per day can cast a particular spell.
Simulacrum D&D spell.
So yeah, Simulacrum is that is the I'm making me a clone out of snow.
Yes, the infamous
Oh,
wizard clone.
Yes.
So,
It's not full clone, but yes, it's a light clone. So that one is extremely powerful. I also have very specific Adventure League rules on how it's going to be allowed to be used. We're
know-
not going to have a second whole party hanging out
Yes.
with you
can't
guys.
Just, wait, you can't just cast Simulacrum, have that one, cast Simulacrum, have that
No,
one.
that doesn't work
Yeah.
anymore either.
you can't make an army of naked wizards anymore.
They now when the second Simulacrum starts to exist, the first one will basically go out of existence. So yeah, they finally fixed that properly. But there's also Adventure League rules where you can have one come with the party, but that's it. So
How long do they last?
well, it'd probably be one adventure because you'll need to cast it again next time. So, but there you go. This is quite the item. If you guys want to figure out who has which pieces, whether they're put together or not at this stage, you have the first 5 pieces, which is Commune, Arcane Gate, reverse gravity would so much fun. Regenerate and find the path. Find the paths, excuse me. So with that, I think we've reached the end of today's adventure. So thank you very much for all joining us. Thank you on the internet for joining us as well.
Thank you for
Appreciate
DMing.
it.